right, today we're going to talk a little bit about GPS units, geocaching. Now, we're going to play a little game here in just a minute where I've actually hidden containers around the playground that you're going to go find. That's kind of the basic concept of geocaching, where people have actually hidden little containers like I've hidden, and our job is to actually go find them. The only difference is the people that have hid them, we don't know. They could be up from all around the world. My name is Chris Dobbins. I'm a middle school science teacher, and I'm also the coordinator of the middle school after-school program, Kid Zone here in Comanche. What do you know about GPS?
They use the satellites to map out the places on the Earth.
Okay, GPS use satellites, we know that. So probably one of the most challenging things with the GPS is just learning it myself. And I learned from scratch just like the kids do now. Click the top right button a couple times until you get a page that says Weight Tracking Satellites.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
There's satellites in space right now. This little GPS unit is actually getting in touch with them. It's kind of talking to them. You should be getting a signal before long. Ready to navigate. Everybody go to an option that says Mark and use your little joystick button and click on it. Okay, you know what you just did?
Yeah.
In your GPS unit, you marked this spot right here. This longitude, latitude coordinate, you marked this spot. Does everybody see your location as some longitude and latitude coordinates?
Yes.
Something around 34 degrees, 21
yeah.
point,
That's
okay?
Exactly. That's what
all right, now, we're gonna use this GPS unit to find how to get back to this exact spot, okay? So everybody, let's just walk across the playground. Y'all can walk, you can look at your compass page, see how fast we're going, see what direction. Probably the main subject you're going to hit with a GPS is geography. I don't know how many teachers have ever tried to teach longitude and latitude coordinates with a globe or a map. I'm telling you, with a GPS unit, when they actually figure out, hey, where I'm standing right here has a longitude and latitude coordinate, it just blows the map and the globe out of the water. They get it so quick. How many of you brought up your compass? What's different about your compass now? Has an arrow. Which way is it pointing?
South.
Which way's south?
That way.
All right, so let's start heading back. Does it say arriving destination? Yeah. Okay, everybody listen up because we just learned probably the most important lesson when we start working on the geocaching part of it. A GPS unit only gets you close, okay? Now, these GPS units they say will get you within 9 feet. If you can get within 9 feet of a container, how many of you think you could find it? That's pretty good, right? So I've actually hidden 4 containers, okay? They're just little Tupperware containers. Some of them have candy. Some of them have little toys, okay? So everybody, how did we do the go-to? Hit the go-to button by name. One of them says Airhead, Animal, T-Rolls, T-Roll, that's Tootsie Roll, and Worm. Get in groups of 3. We'll have one group of 4. Okay. Morgan, your group, go to Airhead. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony, Deidre, Tony, your group do Worm. Cody, y'all do Animal. Start following your arrow.
Is it that way?
Yeah. The skills that you need to know to find a geocache are geography and topography, math to get you there, science, you need to know the directions, north, south, east, and west.
I'm going down there. Oh, they're worms.
I have my own GPS unit, and whenever we go fishing, we can mark the spot where our car is. That way we can get back.
We go back to our destination. We should be getting close. It's around this area. I see it. You? Where? Ah! Where? You got it? Yes!
The GPS only gets you within 10 feet. The most challenging thing was finding the cache because Mr. Dobbins had them hid really good.
So how many of you were successful? How many of you found your little cache that you were hiding? Now, we're gonna go back inside and talk a little bit about the geocaching part of this, all right? So let's go back inside. We do the activity first, and you let the kids go figure it out on their own, and then when you bring them into the main concept, it's so much easier for them to understand. So you bring them in after doing the activity, they've already got some background information. Now, we're gonna tie this all in. The geocache and everything gets tied in with this website, www.geocaching.com. Now everybody understands what a geocache is, right? A little container that's got some stuff in it, and your job is to go find it. How many geocaches do you think have been hidden within, say, 50 miles of Comanche? Blake?
1,000.
1,000? Tony?
Like 300.
300, okay. Then I'm gonna go up here and do a search. To type in the geocaching website is kind of what pulls the whole thing together. The website is worldwide. I think they're up to around 230, 240 countries have geocaches located in them. Let's see, 477 are within 50 miles of Comanche. Look, there's one that's 0.1 miles, 0.2 mile. They're basically within walking distance of where we are right now, okay? So we click on that, and the first thing you see when it pops up, the name of the cache. What's this right here?
Coordinates.
Longitude, latitude, coordinates. That's what you would put in your GPS unit to go find it. It'll tell you how far, which direction, just like we did outside. So let's kind of go over the rules of geocaching. Now, what did I tell you to do? When you found your container, what did I tell you to do? Brandon, what did I tell you to do?
Said to pick something out of it.
How many?
One.
Okay, that's the rule in geocaching. You take one item out, but the one thing we didn't do with ours is you have to have one item to put back. So I want to talk about one more thing. This is probably, in my opinion, this is the best thing about geocaching. This is called a travel bug. When you put it in a cache, people will get it out, but they don't keep it. What do you think they do with it?
Take it to the next cache.
Yeah, you're just going to move it to the next cache. You may take it from Oklahoma to New York and drop it off in a different cache. And when they log it onto the internet, you'll see where your travel bug has gone. Okay? And guess what I have for this class? A travel bug. So we're going to talk about this. A travel bug, in my opinion, is something that you can really tie into the education part of the GPS. A travel bug is a trackable tag that has an identification number. Each tag has its own individual number. You actually place the travel bug in a cache, and it's the job of other people is when they find the cache, they take the travel bug out and move it to another cache. And as soon as they log it on the internet, you know that your travel bug has moved. And we've got a travel bug of our own that we're gonna send off. It just has a little Comanche Indian keychain, okay? And in the future, we're gonna watch how it moves. Maybe we'll get us a little map and follow it along. There's been other classes that have done this. Their travel bugs have actually made it Japan, Italy, all around the world. United Kingdom was one. In my science class, when my travel bug moves, we'll research the type of biome or ecosystem it lands in. If you're a history teacher, you're researching the history of the area it lands in. You're writing stories. You know, in English class, you're saying, okay, somebody write a creative story of the travels of our travel bug. What we have to do before we get ready to send this travel bug off, we got to give it a name. What's the name?
Comanche Pride.
All right, Comanche Pride, I like that. So Comanche Pride, that's a good name. Now, we also have to give it a mission. Do we want it to travel to different schools? Russia. Okay, so we want it to travel, it sounds to me like to as many foreign countries as possible, right? How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. So, complete activation. Okay, so now all we have left to do is put the travel bug in the geocache, go down in the pond, hide it, and then we're ready to go. So y'all ready to go down the pond? Yeah. Let's go. If y'all want to grab your GPS units, go ahead and get them turned on. A teacher that doesn't use technology is missing out. You know, these kids today, it's built in. That's a whole new learning style of today. You know, we talk about learning, kids learn this way, kids learn that way. Kids learn technology. You know, you put them in front of a computer, you give them a camera, you give them a GPS unit, they're going to learn.
Right here, Mr. Dobbins.
Okay, will it fit in there, guys?
Yeah. More than likely.
What do you think?
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna fit, guys. Okay, find somewhere else. See if we can find another spot. Let's go look right over here, girls. Right along this edges of the grass and the trees. I don't think a whole lot of people come over here.
Mr. Dobbins.
Okay, hey, that's not a bad spot. Can we find a spot in there that we can put it under something?
Right where my foot is.
Can you cram it down in there?
Yeah.
With obvious.
You think so? Put it in there. We might have to cover it up a little bit. Well, it just can't be buried. We're not burying it, we're hiding it. So everybody mark your spot. What's our longitude, latitude right here?
I got it.
I got mine.
You got it marked? 34 north.
I'm name it Geo.
Okay.
34 degrees north and 97 degrees west.
Yeah, that's somewhere right in there.
I think learning about technology is important because it's just part of our world now and you use it just about every day for email or research at school, science fair projects, reading, and it's just going to get more important in day-to-day life as you get older.
We're done. We have a cache. Now we're gonna have to, and I'll take care of this. I'll go back up to the school. I'll take your coordinates. I'll load them into the internet, and somebody will come and find it. They'll send me an email. We'll come down here and check it again. Okay, what do y'all think about geocaching? It's pretty cool. Something we can use?
Yeah.